So welcome back. Lovely to have you with me as I do another tutorial. It's been a while, I realise, but life has happened. I've got a snap bracelet. I remember these from when I was a kid, but this is going to be a corsage base for us to use. I'm going to use these roses. These are barista roses, I think. They're a beautiful sort of caramelly colour. I've got some wax flower over there. And so we're going to see if we can create something that's a bit smaller, so rolled rose petals with wax flower in the centre. So let's get started. So this is what you need for your corsage. These are the ingredients, plus obviously a pair of scissors. So I've got cold glue, I've got 6 geranium leaves, I've got some heather, little bits of heather, I've got 2 geranium flowers, I've got my snap bracelet I'm going to make the corsage on, you can see, and 3 rolled rose petals. So the video for the rolled rose petals is a short, and I will put a link into it now so you can see, but that's your basic ingredients. Okay, so this is my base. And this is a snap bracelet. A way to use these is by just rolling it out and snapping it so it's bent slightly, and then you have the base, the plastic thing that you're going to start attaching stuff. So I have my snap bracelet there. I'm going to apply cold glue just onto the plastic base, just down the middle. Leave that for 30 seconds. Also apply glue to the backs of my geranium leaves, and I will show you that now. So geranium leaf, a dab of glue, leave it for 30 seconds, dab of glue, leave it for 30 seconds, and same again. There you go. Lid on because this thing is oozy. Plastic base, 30 seconds. I can now start placing these leaves on. So this is just a base for me to be able to apply everything else to. So 1, do them at angles, 2, and the nice thing about these is they've got the frilly edges, so they're more interesting than ivy leaves, I think. So it's a nice little fan shape for the rest of the stuff to go on. Step 1 is done. Hurrah! With my rose petals that I've rolled, I'm going to chop them short here because I want to glue them on, but also because I've wired them, I want enough of the wire to be able to bend them up slightly so they sit proud away from the corsage, if that makes sense. So number 2, next stage is glue to the base of the rose petals. So glue, and you're always leaving this for 30 seconds afterwards so that it goes off. And then with my geranium leaf base, I'm putting glue into the middle of it and a bit here. So we have that. 30 seconds later I can start applying the rose petals. Applied glue to everything, and I'm literally just going to start then building up the corsage. So I'm starting with the rose petals and there, and one slightly bent up and tucked in. And it's always messy before it gets better, so don't worry. So I've got this heather and then geranium leaves in as well, just to give some height to the design. That's slightly mad. I think the colours are quite bonkers, but at least you get the idea. That looks a bit like a star, I think. I don't know how I feel about it. I might add some purple in there to soften the effect. So this is the finished corsage. So 3 lots of rolled rose petals. Oops. I put geranium flowers in there, little bits of heather, allium flower heads, you can see the purple, and a couple of daisies as well. So mechanics to help hide other mechanics, different shapes of flower, and different textures just to give it interest for its finished job. So I hope you like that, and as always, thanks for following, and look forward to seeing you next time. And if you haven't already, do subscribe. So I am Grace Farrimond, and this is my Young Gleams Flower channel.